alternative, speaking to Blas Polidori about Society of the Snow, which is streaming now globally on Netflix, #1 movie in over 80 countries. Bienvenido a la entrevista, man. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Pete. How are you? Thanks
I'm
for
doing
having
well.
me.
Oh, thank you for your time and thank you for doing this. And this movie is amazing. And it's interesting because I know you talk to your family and friends and your cast because people got to see it at like film festivals and they go to the movie theaters and then you get announced they're going to be on Netflix and people are watching it like crazy. People are talking about it on social media. What's it been like since the movie's been on Netflix for you specifically? It's been crazy.
It's been a boom,
Yeah.
like an explosion. But it's so nice, to see all the love and all the care that people have for the movie, the love that we have in social media, the amount of people that write to me and
From all
tell
over
me
the world too, right? From
all over the
yeah.
world, all over the world. And but it makes me happy,
Yeah.
It's the only phrase I can think to express how I feel, because it's when the people appreciate it, it's the most the primordial thing to an actor,
Yeah, it's emotional, absolutely. And I want to know about the audition process. I know from talking to a lot of your cast, it was a very long process, so I'm sure you're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it was long, right?
Yeah, I had a different process.
Oh, okay.
A different process.
Good.
But
because everyone's saying the same thing. Everyone was saying the same thing. Like it was just like 6-7 months.
I know some of them went to Uruguay to do casting and all, but I did like 3 months of castings via Zoom.
Okay.
And but it was a long process, because I did a bunch of self-tapes that I recorded myself. Well, I uploaded one in my Instagram, the first one I did, that I feel myself all bad, like I was looking at the right and my cell phone was looking down, and there was no natural light because I had no idea.
Yeah.
So, and I sent a bunch of self tapes, and then I did a bunch of Zoom calls.
Did you audition for Coco?
Yes, all the time.
Okay. And this is we talked about it before we started. This is an important character in a lot of ways because he kind of, even when it's a very tough circumstances, he starts conversations a lot, right? Like he's the one that brings up the food, and he's the one that brings up that it's his mother's birthday in October. Like this was a very special character to play, right?
It was so special, man. It was so emotional. And we all have the opportunity to talk to the survivors and the families, and I have the opportunity to talk to the brother of Coco, who is younger than him, and it was so emotional. And Coco has that letters that are a few pages, where he talks to his family, his girlfriend, and I said this before, but that is so rich for an actor to have that resource of the letters that are so intimate, so private.
I know.
So it was so emotional to have the privilege to play that character and to celebrate his memory also,
Absolutely. It's also, to add to that, because you mentioned the letters. I mean, one of the things about this movie is it's so real. It feels so real. Like you saw the Netflix España account did the Instagram reel with the photos, like the photo shoot that you guys did.
Yes.
It looks the same.
Yes. The details that I'm going to say Bayona, but all the areas of the movie have is mind-blowing, mind-blowing. From costume, like clothes, to makeup, to art, it's all on point,
Absolutely. It's interesting too, because when you watch this movie from a like a audience member, Blas, it's interesting because it's very emotional and very difficult to watch in a lot of ways because there's the physical kind of components, the plane crash, the avalanche scenes, but then also like we talked about, right? Like the Coco's letter and like all those kind of emotional scenes and everything. Was there a scene in particular that was harder to film for you compared to other scenes, would you say? Or were they all kind of very
Well, they all have their challenges.
yeah.
But I think that's good for an actor. But in terms of technique and of body engagement, the avalanche was
Yeah.
physically hard. Being covered in snow, your whole face covered in snow, not breathing, and the snow burning you with a friend who is like I don't know how to say, but
Was
it was
there
hard.
like, did you get frostbite? Like, was it like, did you get any of that? Like, was it like with your fingers? Because I know Felipe talked about his
Yes.
fingers. Yeah.
Felipe, it's hard because someone is pulling
Scratching
snow out of your hand, of your head, and it was really real. It was. And it was hard. It was hard, but I think
that scene made me cry, man, because it made me cry. Like I cried when I saw
it's
it.
Emotional.
Because it's the first time everyone's having like they're talking and like relaxing.
It hits you so much because you came from a happy place. The first seconds of relax,
that we ever see in the movie. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
The first time. Yeah.
And then boom.
Oh. And Bayona is a genius. Like, he's a genius. There's not much more to say. What was it like working with him? What were the conversations like, specifically the actor-director conversations?
Of course, when someone's got to be tough, to put some adjective, it's tough in the way that he expose your side, your most brilliant side, because I always thought that he is so simple at times also, he tells you, he indicates to you so simple things that it makes you act simpler and to understand what he wants also a lot simpler. But when he has to be tough, he's tough. But it's perfect, because when you need someone to be tough with you, you need someone to be tough with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he brings the best out of you.
100%.
In some way, he brings the best.
It's interesting too, because I kind of wanted to know, in regards to working with everyone, the cast, you all did such an amazing job, like so amazing. But did you know a lot of people before you did this movie? Did you know anyone specifically? Because I do know, but you live in Spain.
I'm living in Spain now.
Yeah, you're living in Spain now. Are you originally from Argentina?
Yeah.
Okay, because there was a lot of actors from Buenos Aires in this movie. So like some people knew each other, but now you're all family. It's crazy.
We are a really big and loving family.
Yeah.
But no, it is my first movie, it is my first encounter with acting also. So I did a couple of advertisements, but this was my first casting for a movie, my first big and long film.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't in the acting.
Yeah, you weren't. Like, you didn't. Yeah, because some of them did. Because some of them I know, like Valentino Alonso told me that he did theater, right? So there was maybe some people from the theater, like. So, but you were very new to the scene, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To theater also. I did this movie and I never did theater.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, so, the acting, you all did such an amazing job. It's the conversations. Another thing too.
We had a lot of support also.
Yeah,
we had a lot of support.
And crazy. People are watching it on Netflix. People from all around the world are loving it. Right around the corner for Oscar nominations. So this movie deserves all the nominations, man. I'm telling you, I've talked to your cast about this. Blas, muchas gracias, man. Thank you so much for coming on the show. It was great chatting with you.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a nice interview. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Your Instagram account, is it just your name if people want to keep up to date with everything?
Yes. Blas Polidori with double E at the end, with double A. No.
Awesome. And they'll find it. Absolutely.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, this has been Pop Turnitive, youtube.com/Pop Turnitive for previous episodes. Until next time, this is Blas Polidori, who plays Coco in Society of the Snow, which is streaming worldwide on Netflix. And PD Beats, signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Pop Turnitive. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Pop Turnitive on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.